everyone, welcome back. This is Matt and Steve. I'm Steve.
I'm Matt.
And this is the Bacchus OSL round of 36.
Group E.
Preluded by a beautiful intro there. I love that song.
Who is that? If somebody knows who that is, give us the title and name and we will give you a shout out.
It's probably the Wonder Girls. Something like that. Anyways, yes, Bacchus OSL, Group E. Winner of this game, well, actually I shouldn't say that. The winner of this set, this three set of games, will go on to play Hwasun, the seeded player, who's been seeded in since the last OSL. Hwasun actually made it to the round of 8. So pretty good job by Hwasun. He's a very good player. He's made it far. So either of these players is going to have their work cut out for them. But preluding up to that game is this game too. And in the first game, we saw Miracle get cheesed by Hyvaa, the more experienced player. So interesting.
He got cheesed big time, failed to wall off his downwards ramp, which we weren't really sure about it. That was Holy World. We are now on Outsider, which is the cool lava tile set map that has like the lava in the middle that you don't want to touch or you die instantly. No, I'm just kidding, but that would actually be kind of awesome if they ddid that. Anyways, I'm kind of expecting a more shorter game. We've seen shorter games. By shorter, I mean like the 10-15 minute mark. Well, maybe you're not going to see anything past 20 minutes, I wouldn't think, just because this map, it's kind of hard to get around. There's, the mineral patches spread out around the border of the map, and it's just kind of hard to get around. So, as we mentioned before, he was expecting probably Starport and some good dropship play. I would expect to see a Marine build by Miracle, but we'll just kind of have to see how it goes. Obviously, I would assume Hyvaa's going to go Mutalisks and try to do some harassing early on.
I think we are going to see Terran get a quick gas here, probably gas before he expands, just because it'd be good to get a quick star put up and work towards dropships, maybe fantasy-esque, dare we say, type build, maybe get some Marines out after that. Like you said, I mean, I think Mech can work on this, but either way, you're going to need dropships probably. I mean, you can push across the map. There's a big area in the middle you can push across the map. But I just think that, maybe get a Vulture out and get that dropship, because that's going to help give you a lot of flexibility for those expansions, which are pretty vulnerable. I mean, to go out and get a third gas, you've really got to go all the way halfway down the map, either towards your opponent or just kind of far away from your base, so it's not exactly that easy to hold. What was that there, an overpull we saw?
Right, yeah, that's an overpull. The Overlord hasn't quite popped out yet, and we see a barracks going up. No gas yet, though. So we may be wrong about the Starport build. Miracle might just be trying to go standard M&M with this build here and just kind of do a standard push through the middle, I guess. I don't know what a good idea that is, but I guess it really depends on what happens here. It does look like they're both scouting in the right direction, which is going to be a plus for both players. We'll just kind of have to see. I mean, if what is his name? I was keeps wanting to say Haya, but if Hyvaa does decide to, well, he's obviously normal expansion there. If he decides to go Mutalisk, then it actually could be countered fairly well by M&M. If he does decide to go with like a Lurker build, then it might be a little bit tougher for Miracle to break through that in the middle. So we'll just kind of have to see how it plays out.
And it does look like we are going to see just the regular barracks build, probably barracks into command center or 2 barracks into command center. So not getting his gas, like you said. It is going to be good that he's going to have some Marines out quick because of that overpull. He is going to have Zerglings in his base pretty fast, putting pressure on his expansion, actually. So he's going to need those Marines out to protect his expansion. There's the first Lings now, and it looks like one Ling just trying to fend off this scout. But he's already seen everything he wants to see, and even seeing the 3rd hatchery, so that's also good for him.
Wow.
To see that. Again, it's going to be important, too, for the Terran to know when that Zerg gets that next gas. Because obviously he's going to need a lot of gas if, like you said, he does want to go Mutalisk. And I do think Mutalisks are a good option on this level because there's just so many places to harass.
Yeah, air would be the preference, at least how I would probably play this map if I were the Zerg. It's interesting. I don't know if we have some cheese scouting going on just to make sure that there's nothing going on crazy on the map. That looks like that's what Hyvaa is doing currently, is scouting around there. It's interesting that Hyvaa decided to go ahead and make the 3rd hatchery. Well, normally you could make the 3rd hatchery in the base, and obviously that's why he wasn't getting gas, because he was trying to save up minerals to get the 3rd hatchery very fast. And like I said, we still have a chance of going for like a 3-hatch Hydralisk build, which would of course be cheaper on gas than going with a Mutalisk build. But I guess we'll just kind of have to wait and see. I don't really know. I mean, obviously I'm assuming both players have their gas by now. Okay,
yeah,
good.
I don't think it would particularly work doing some kind of somewhat rush build as opposed to the Zerg wanting to play into layer game,
Right.
because the Terran Miracle did a really smart thing, and he put his command center not at his natural expo, but a little bit farther out there. Now he's not going to be able to get his second gas up anytime soon. But the good thing about that is now he has a protected expansion. He doesn't have to worry about fending off those lings off of his natural expansion there. So, and it looks like he was throwing down a lot of sunkens here. I don't really know why. Or not sunkens, but cream colonies. Just I guess just in anticipation of that first medic marine push.
Yeah, I'm really surprised we haven't seen a starport yet. I mean, I'm assuming Miracle probably just wants to go really standard because of the last game, and he doesn't want to, get caught off his guard. And I mean, the problem is I really don't know much about Miracle, so I don't know, how his micro is with Medic Marine. Obviously, you have to have pretty good micro. Hiva's played some pretty solid games. In fact, Hiva, what is Hiva versus?
Versus Terran, he's 52%, so he's 11-10. So that's actually pretty good. I mean, considering he's played quite a few games, he's Kespa games, he's played over 60 games, and wow, a lot of sunkens going up for Hiva. So I guess he knows that he's got a lot of drones right now and just not that many forces. So he's really worried about this push, and he should be, because there's 2 fire bats in that push and a lot of Marines coming down right now. So pretty good timing push. Right now, this is really smart too. He's leaving a fire bat and a marine on his, or fire bat and a medic on his ramp, so he can guard against those couple lings. That was a really smart play by Miracle. Miracle's gonna push in now. Let's see how this pans out.
Miracle's actually looking really good right now. He's scanning ahead of time. I'm always completely amazed at how the observers catch the scans like every time. But he did scan the secondary. He saw the 4 sunken colonies. With his current force, I'd like to get another shot of it. Oh, thanks, observer. That's not enough to quite break the 4 sunkens. I think if he maybe gets another 4 or 5 Marines, I think he'll be okay to do that, and then just to bust in there. And that is what he's doing right now. Hiva is really setting back and playing the economy game, being more economical, and now getting a 3rd expansion, or is he going to try to glitch through?
He's going to glitch those drones through. You're right. It's weird, actually, Hiva's build, because he got a 3rd